Hi everybody, it's Donna from donnasdreamworks.blogspot.com. I'm going to be making a welcome to your new home card today. I'm experimenting with some camera placements in my new craft room, so please forgive me if I move the camera around. I'm thinking I might be a little too close and we might have to work on it, but for today let's give it a try. I'm going to start with an A2 size card, 5.5, 4 1/4, and I have used the 1/4 inch punch on the Crop-A-Dile to round all four corners. My next mat is 1/8 of an inch smaller, and I'm going to do the same with this. Oh, gotta get it right down in there. That doesn't want to give me a nice cut. There you go. And that one is going to fit like so. And my next one is a lighter blue. I shall do the same again. And they will fit like so. Okay, now I'm going to set these aside for just a minute and work on my focal image. What I have done is, on a piece of white cardstock, generated a sentiment, Home Sweet Home, and I'm going to stamp on here. But before I do that, I wanted to give it a little bit of a background, sort of like a sky, so I'm going to use Broken China Distress ink. Now I will tell you, this is computer generated. Distress ink is wet. If I do this over this, it will blur. So what I've done is just create kind of a mask, and it'll actually make it look like clouds. So I'm going to be covering up the Home Sweet Home as I go over it with this ink. And then we'll switch it a little bit. And we'll go this way. And maybe this way. I'm not too thrilled with this part right in here, so I'm going to try to darken the rest of it a little bit. See if I can blend it in. A little up in here without touching the Home Sweet Home. Okay. Oops, let's get this corner. Okay, so there you have a little bit of a masking. I'm going to take this stamp, which is from All Night Media. I've had it for a long time. And I'm going to use a VersaFine ink in black, because VersaFine is a very good ink to use if you have very intricate patterns. It seems to fill in the intricate patterns a little better. So let's try this and see what we get. Okay, very nice. Alright, now I'm going to do a little bit of coloring, and it won't come out exactly the colors that you think it's going to, because obviously you're coloring on top of blue. So when I color on top of the blue with my yellow, it's going to come out green. Okay, but it's kind of a pretty green. Yeah, let's do this one over here. And let's see, how about, let's see, a light blue. A light blue. I have these upside down to make life difficult. And what I'm going to do is color in this bird here, just the wings and the top. It sort of looks like a bluebird with whitish belly. And these are just Tombow or Marvy markers. I've had them for quite a while. I actually need to start replenishing my supply because they're getting, some of them, a little bit dry. And isn't it fun to watch somebody color? We could sing songs or play music or something, but it really doesn't take too long, and it really does a good job of bringing out the houses. This is an awfully cute stamp. I've used it on several occasions. Sometimes I've used it as like a border stamp, but this, I think, today picks up these houses pretty good. It's quite a neighborhood. The one in the middle, I think I'm not going to make a different color because it's already got pretty good color on it. Let me just give this guy a little color on the roof. Okay. I'm going to take brown and just do the little perches. Someday I'm going to get brave and try using Copic markers, but so far I'm not that brave. And we'll pink up these flowers. A lighter green for some of these leaves. And I'm going to just give this house a little bit of a green border around the bottom. Now I'm going to use a yellow on a couple of these flowers, and it will probably turn them green. But we'll see if we can get some yellow. There we go. Okay, so there we have the focal image, and that's going to be applied like so. Okay, so let's put some of these pieces together. Not this top one yet, but we can get the other two adhered down. Oops, that was wrong. Okay, this one is cut 1/4 of an inch smaller. This one, I guess I did cut them 1/4 of an inch. I told you 1/8 of an inch originally, but it is 1/4 of an inch. Okay, now before I attach this one, I'm going to take my paper piercer. Let's clean up some of these. And I'm going to make a hole, just one hole, right under this birdhouse. And what I'm going to be doing is slipping a toothpick just under there. Okay, so I'm going to need to use, I think I'll use some Tombow Mono here. And run a small bead down the cute. Okay. We'll just let that set for a second. And it adheres pretty well. And then the last thing I have for the bottom here is I cut some grass, and I believe I cut this from, oh, I'm thinking it was Create a Critter. And what I did is I took that corner rounder and rounded both corners of this. There's a little piece hanging off here too. So I'm going to attach that to the bottom, and I'm going to leave a little bit of it. Sorry, I'm off the screen here. Unglued. And the reason is that it was a little long, so what I did is I took a second piece and I'm going to slip it behind this one and just see if I can get a little bit thicker right where the toothpick is. I started to say clothespin. There are friends that live in Canada, and they've just recently purchased a new home. And so we're hoping to send this up. Now I'll have to find out, well, how much this is going to cost me to send with this little bump on it to Canada. So there. Okay, so now we can adhere this to the card. You can use this same technique sort of with any of your Cricut cartridges that have birdhouses on them. It makes a cute statement too. I've seen them before with that. So here you go. There is the new house in the neighborhood, the new neighbor in the neighborhood, and it's a Home Sweet Home card. I think she'll enjoy it. It was kind of fun to make. Thanks for stopping by and visiting with me at Donna'sDreamWorks.blogspot.com. Stop back again. Bye-bye.